tell you guys, today was a phenomenal trading day. Granted, I was not in the best mental headspace and I was going to not trade today. But since I am very much so stern and on not taking a trade unless it's an A+ setup and it's following all of my rules, I was like, well, it's a good day to test to see, if I have the willpower to make it through a mental tough day and still be able to trade and be profitable. So it was a good test. Now for the trade that I took, I took two. Technically, I only took two setups. One setup I got into multiple times because I kept getting stopped out either at my actual stop loss or at my trailing stop loss or my break-even stop loss. I had to enter this trade on my funded futures 3 times in order for me to actually be in the green. And then I ended up entering it 2 times on Top Step as well. What ended up messing me up twice on my funded futures and 1 time on Top Step was my trailing stop loss is what kept getting hit. Both of these were on my funded futures. It was supposed to go to the take profit of about $1,500. And then on my funded future, on Top Step, it was going to be $1,000 because my Top Step is automatically set at $1,000. So it was going to get out at $1,000. And with that being said, I did end up I got almost like $400 on my Top Step between all 3 of those accounts. So like almost 1,000. Well, it was a little over 1,000 on Top Step. And then my funded futures, because those first 2 trades, that first one actually hit my actual stop loss. That was I was like $300 down on that one. And then when I re-entered it and I went back up, well, I trailed the stop loss up and then I trailed it back down to about like $300 again. And it hit the $300 again to the downside. So I ended up being like $600 in the hole. And then the third time that I got into that same exact trade, that's when it went where it needed to go. Like it did end up hitting the take profit, but I was trailing it or whatnot. So it ended up getting out early on that one as well. So I ended up getting like $400 on it. But like I said, I was already $600, almost $700 in the hole from entering the same trade twice. And the only reason I entered that trade so many times is because I had so much verifications that the trade was going to do what it was going to do. It kept hitting my box. It kept hitting my box and validating that, this is a good trade. It's just my stop loss was not in a good position. And that's what lost me money today.